Okay, so hopefully this will be the final episode dealing with step 18. In this step we have to install two small pieces on top of that observation platform, which is the upper point at this moment in the model. We have the E11 and E15. E11 being, you cannot see it, E11 E11 being this one is like a small rangefinder. It's not a rangefinder, it's an observation post. It's like a conning tower, but it's not the famous or the infamous conning tower of the Tsesarevich. And E15 is this one here. Not enough zoom. It looks like a light reflector or something. So there are two of them on each fret. So these ones, and then we have two booms, the E34s, these ones. These, I think they were some wooden booms helping somehow either with the boats or with the stairs, not the stairs, the ladders, the rope ladders going down for the boats. I might be wrong, but this is in my mind. So I will consider them as you still cannot see, as wooden booms. There are two of them. And then we have this big piece, the C32 and 35. C32 and 35 are these ones that are kind of boarding or protections for the boats or something like this. You know, they kind of close the hull or close the access platform in that area. So I will have to paint all these things and install them in step 18. And of course we still have to install, I'm very badly organized here. We still have to install the boats on the ship, these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest of the boats will be for step 19. I should put them aside. They get in my way all the time. So this is the plan for the rest of the step 18. I will have to start painting manually, mind you, for these small pieces. Apart from the boats in this step 18, we have to install another pair of secondary turrets, the 6 inches turrets. These ones here and on the other side. I much prefer to do this now and see what happens. I'm not even sure if they fit. Wait, this is another question. First, we should make a dry run with these turrets. It doesn't seem to enter. No, it's not gonna enter. These turrets, they don't have a chance to enter there because of the two hatches here, and because of this piece of plastic here. Until this one gets to the hole, the turrets are blocked by the upper side of the hull, and you cannot feed them in there. I should try a couple of times. I don't see very well what happens in there, but I'm pretty sure that piece of plastic doesn't get in the position underneath. Or maybe again the hole is not large enough. I think the hole is large, but it still doesn't enter. Okay, I forced it. And it will not rotate more than this, which is kinda stupid. I'm pretty sure these turrets were supposed to rotate 180 degrees, and in my case they don't. They are also very wobbly, which I don't like. It's a question of perhaps half a millimeter. Maybe this piece here, I didn't install it at the right elevation. It's too high, and the turrets are having a problem now. But this is the best I can do now. I don't want to waste any more time with this. Let's go on the other side. I think this side, this piece is lower than the other one installed here. I have a good chance for this turret to fit better inside there. Let's see. Yeah, this is how it should fit. Even this one looks a bit tight, but still okay. It should stay like this somehow. I will glue it in place. But then what to do with this one? I can see the problem. I can see the base of the turret here is too high. It's installed too high. Well, should I try to force it into place? I could do that, but I'm afraid I will damage something. I can hear your cries of don't do it, don't do it. Yeah, I can hear you. Still, the little devil inside pushes me to try to force this turret into a more friendly position. Well, this is the most the most friendly position. Sorry about that. I moved the whole ship. There is nothing on top here. What you see as a light color is just umbrage, a shadow from a... I know you can see it very well on the screen, but I can assure you there is nothing wrong there. I think this is the proper position. And I should be able to slide some Tamiya thin cement in there, and that's it. Let's do just that. There's gonna be some touch-up painting to be done at the end of the model, at the end of the build. I think I remember from Ron Calverley, he has 1 or 2 episodes at the end of each build dedicated to touch-ups, especially because he's doing the photo etching, a lot of his photo etching, railing and stuff at the very end, and you damage the paint. It is not avoidable. Okay, let's try the other side with the cement. Okay, this is too loose, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I know it's getting messy. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like this to dry. And the more I look to the first one, the less I like it. It's inclined. If you look from this angle, perhaps you can see this one is inclined towards the interior. But well, it is what it is. It's gonna stay like this. I think now it's better actually. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's better. Okay. I've anticipated this problem with the wing turrets from the very beginning. When I installed this piece, I was meditating about the base here, if it's at the proper elevation. Now I remember, but not much to be done about that. As long as I have fun. Now I propose to continue with installing the boats. In installing the boats, that pair that I already put in there is not glued. It's not fixed in place. I just place it to see how it matches with the supports. Remember those pesky supports that we installed? These ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and another for the other side, that we installed in the first episode of step 18. Now it's their turn to give me headaches, because if they are not properly aligned, my boats will be inclined, not inclined but misaligned with the axe, with the center line of the ship. That one looks okay-ish. from your angle is a bit inclined, but from my angle should be okay. I think I'm gonna glue it and we'll see about the rest. I told you about this one. They say it's medium viscosity, in reality it's quite fluid. It's very fluid. What I would prefer to use now, just to keep those boats in place, is this one. My old Gorilla. But I cannot get it out of the tube anymore. So I think this one will have to be enough for what I need. Enough or not, we'll proceed with this one. I'm gonna put a drop. Come with my applicator. You cannot see it, no worries. And try to put some drops here. The position is absolutely idiotic. I have to turn. I think now it's much better. It's not the position that's idiotic. It's me, for heaven's sake. I don't know if it's enough for those boats to stay in place, at least for a moment, until it dries. This is the proper position, but I don't know if it will stay there. I don't think it will. No, it won't. It gives the impression that it does, but it doesn't. It's not straight. Now would be straight. But when I take my finger off, it gets inclined again. I'm gonna wait a bit, hoping for that CA glue to dry or to start curing. There is a difference in English between drying and curing. Yeah. No, it's not okay. It might be. It might be, but I don't have to sneeze or something. And then, if I want to apply more glue, how do I do it? Well, I'm gonna leave it like this for a while to make sure it cures properly, and then I'm gonna incline the model and I'm gonna pour some more CA glue in there for the permanent solution. The gorilla would have been much better in this situation, the super glue. Unfortunately, I don't have another one. It's the only one I have. I didn't anticipate the problems with gorilla. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it like this for a while. I came back after half an hour and it wasn't glued. So I took it out and I took advantage of the fact that in the meanwhile this CA glue started to become more viscous in here. So I was able to take a larger blob of this CA glue onto my applicator and put it there. So I just put back the boats again with a larger blob of more viscous CA glue. I'm gonna wait again and see what happens. The surface, the contact surface between the bottom of these boats and the photo etch supports, the contact surface is very small. It's very small. Why I made a pause? I made a pause because in the process I managed to damage this one. This one stayed here and obviously doesn't stay there anymore. I would be very tempted to place the boats directly on this surface, not on top of these supports. But it's gonna be visible, eh? Well, I should put back that support that I knocked out. Again, my CA glue is quite viscous now. I should take advantage of that. Put a bit here, put it aside, and try to come with a support. Of course, that support will jump now all over the place. But this is to be expected at 1 in 350. It's not straight, but it's not very bad either. Okay, so I can tell you this CA glue, if you leave it like half an hour in the open jar, it will start becoming more viscous, and that's a good thing in many situations. I'm gonna leave it like this. Okay. I think I'll only come back to this tomorrow, because I want this support to be really glued in there. I cannot risk placing the boat and then the support would go wobbly on me. And I want to place this boat first to finish with the interior ones, and then go to the exterior ones. So I guess we'll see tomorrow what happens. I was hoping to finish this step 18 in this episode. Perhaps I will, or maybe I will not. I don't know. It takes me a lot of time. I ended up finishing this step off camera. It took me longer than I expected, but I didn't want to make another episode from this one. I think I wasted a lot of your time already. I installed these two pieces here on top. The boats are in their place now. These access platforms on top of the turrets are in place. The turrets, as discussed yesterday, the small bollards over here, and the booms at the end here. So yeah, it looks like this for now. And I think we are prepared to go to step 19 today or tomorrow. I try to increase the pace here even more than before. I have a hope that maybe I'll be ready with this one around Christmas time, and I will start publishing episodes around mid-December. We'll see how it goes, as usual.